Welcome back to the second half hour of Las Vegas Morning Blend. I'm Sean Tempesta. As we mark the one-year anniversary of the 1 October tragedy, there are many healing events scheduled around the valley. And here with more is Deacon Tom Roberts, who is the vice chairman for the Las Vegas Victims Fund, as well as the president of Catholic Charities of Southern Nevada. It's great having you, my friend. Thanks you so much.
Thanks for having me on this morning.
I mean, you've been a pillar in the community for many years. You're pretty much the voice of the 1 October tragedy. A spokesperson for the 1 October Fund, helping comfort those that were impacted in our community, helping them to heal. Where's the best place for people today if they want to pay their respects in one way or another to go? Like, what can they do?
We have had a number of events leading up to today. Yeah. Last night we had a wonderful interfaith healing service at the Guardian Angel Cathedral. Hundreds of individuals and dozens of interfaith leaders that were there to really focus on reconciliation and hope, because we believe today, especially after the events of October 1, that we can control if love wins. We can control our own really resiliency and helping those with the journey. Today at 6:30, there will be the dedication of the Remembrance Wall at the Healing Garden. So we've encouraged people, if they want to leave permanent memorials or flowers or anything like that to remember the victims and the thousands of victims that also suffer with mental illness and PTSD and physical wounds. So lots of people to remember today. Stop by your local faith location if you choose to, and just be reflective today about saying that we control hope, we control compassion, and if we make room in our hearts for hope and compassion by sharing that message with others, love really does win. It
certainly does. I'm glad that you mentioned, by the way, the people that were not physically hurt. I mean, we always talk about the 500 plus that were injured, the 58 that were killed, but there were 22,000 people down there that night who will never forget that moment, and the mental scars perhaps as bad as the physical. Incredible. Let's talk about your feelings about this community over the past year and how you've seen this community rise to the occasion. How has the community changed since 1 October last year?
You know, those of us that call Las Vegas home, and I also raised my family here and my kids here, we all know that this community is strong and has deep roots. I think Las Vegas itself and the world has seen how Las Vegas can be truly Vegas stronger by coming together through this tragedy. As the vice chairman of the Victims Fund, I've met with dozens of victims, personally heard their stories, read letters, met with first responders, met with ordinary people that became heroes that day because they did what they needed to do to protect their community and their people. And so it has been an amazing transformation, I think, of reconciliation and hope in a world that probably needs it more now than ever.
No question.
This is a message that I've seen happen from the moment that the shots started to fire and people started to scramble to each other. They didn't run away, they ran to people that were in duress. I've continued to see that through people's acts of charity, through their donations, through their prayers, this beautiful gift of stewardship, time and talents and treasure. Lots of ways that are public and private that people have come together to heal. And that really is the message that we tried to focus on last night, that I know will happen at the Healing Garden today, that we really do, by giving of ourselves, we are also healed and we help others heal along the way.
There were a lot of people that gave of themselves on that day. I mean, with the stories that you hear of people, you know, ripping down fences to help people get aid, using the security barricades as gurneys, breaking into like hot wiring a flatbed truck to be able to bring it to a hospital, and then apologizing for it later and bringing it to the yard. Like, it was just, man, the stories that came from that is just so incredible, and it made me, while it was an absolutely tragic day, so proud of this city and what we're capable of. Your personal perspective from people that you've met over the past year. I mean, you must be just blown away by the resiliency of a lot of these people.
It has been very humbling for me to serve in a capacity that's been able to touch and see so many people and participate in many events. Whether it was folks that literally took the shirt off their back to place into wounds, whether it was people taking strangers to the hospital, and again, our first responders, Metro, the fire department, AMR, so many people that saved lives at hospitals, and then those that came together to heal and pray and support each other. We had a meal on Friday morning at Catholic Charities. We do our free meal every day, 10 o'clock, for anyone who needs food. We had some first responders and some survivors come to the event so they could channel their emotion into a place that could make a really good use of their time for those that struggle. That's a message that I think can resonate well beyond today and continue to carry our city forward.
Absolutely. There's a sadness and a grief there, and I think people want to be able to apply their emotion towards something good. There are still events that will be happening throughout this week. Where can people find a list of those events?
They should go to lasvegasnewswire.com/events. There is a blood drive happening right now at the convention center.
I'll be there later.
I saw, like so many of us, the hundreds of people that were in line to give blood that morning. You can do that again. You can go to the Healing Garden. There are a number of events happening throughout the week, and I would encourage folks to also remember that the kindness that we show to each other, the reflection that we have today, because it's a hard day for all of us as we relive this.
Of course.
To remember that if we heal together, we truly become Vegas stronger. And that really is the message of love that I think I've seen so strongly in this community, especially now.
Deacon, thank you so much for all your great work.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much. Again, you want a full list of the 1 October Remembrance events that's happening throughout the Valley. Head to the website you see right there on your screen, lasvegasnewswire.com/events.